Welcome to the MoistyVoice episode 27?
Six.
6.
There are 26.
25.
No, 25
it
is
is
last
not.
week.
25?
It's 26 or 27.
I just had to make preview files for 24 episodes. RIP episode 11. And so we had to...
Oh shit, or is now MoistyVoice hosted live on iTunes, Google Play, and whatever other podcast shit there is, I guess.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess
26.
we're working on it.
26.
We have submitted to iTunes and the Google Play Store as
Google
well
Play
as...
got accepted.
Stitcher.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, no, Google Play's live.
You heard it here, Android people. Before I did.
I got an email like this morning.
Yeah.
And then Stitcher and TuneIn Radio we're waiting on. So iTunes coming soon. But now you don't have to listen to us on YouTube like the backwards system it is.
Yeah.
Like the failing system it is.
Allegedly. So some dude
sink
who
and
I think...
shit.
798 hours.
Days.
Days. Yeah, shit.
We're not that close to the deadline.
Oh, I wish we were.
Oh my
What is
god.
it, Kraken?
Yeah, Kraken just had over 300 videos demonetized.
Following the trend of Donkey just had a
YouTube's been
crap
out
time.
witch hunting.
It's pretty much exclusively gaming channels.
Yeah. No,
Um,
they're going through and they're
Well,
killing.
the animators don't make any money already, so.
Nah. No, so a lot of gaming channels are getting, but they're not, attacking for copyright reasons. It's entirely just non-advertiser friendly content, meaning
Which is
profanity.
bullshit.
Basically entirely just profanity. Yeah, like that. Great example of
Yeah.
such a instance.
Yo, it is though.
No, it's super duper lame. There's no doubt about that.
YouTube, please don't take away my anime titties.
YouTube just needs to have, because everyone on YouTube has that account now through Gmail.
Yeah.
They should just do it how games do it, where either the video is rated teen or it's rated mature.
Yeah, they need to just have a rating system
Like
and
an
advertisers.
ESRB. Like the thing they already have,
They don't.
where you
have it.
can't watch mature videos unless you're logged
No, they
in.
only have it if you can flag it for explicit content. That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
You can only 18 up. But if they were to put it on
So
some
you can
sort
only
of
Pornhub it.
rating system, of saying like contains, or they should have, oh god, what does this? Google Analytics has an option of when you're choosing where you want to advertise, when you make ads with them, you can actually tell them, hey, please don't feature me on a site that features weaponry, that features religion, like there's a huge list of things that you can bar your advertisers or advertisements from being on.
Mm-hmm.
They need to just do that for their YouTube advertisers. That's it. You should be able to either flag videos, or you can do like broad flags for channels if you know every video is going to have profanity or whatever.
Right.
And then you can flag videos for certain like keyword type deals. And then if an advertiser has opted out of being featured on such content, it just doesn't go on there. Simple as that. They already do that with their broad Google AdWords or analytics. It's AdWords.
Yeah.
They just need to apply it to YouTube. It's that simple.
But, one of the things that you have to consider is that takes money to do.
Google has money. Google
That
has
takes-
nothing but money.
Money and time.
Not a lot of time. The infrastructure's there.
No, it really isn't when you put it all... Like, when you put it on paper, it's simple. When you put it in code, it's not.
They can do it, though. They are a company.
Yes.
It is not a competence. It is not a resources. They have no excuse other than we
They
don't want to. It is just easier to just
Not.
press a button and demonetize a bunch of people.
Now,
There's also the whole, what's their philosophy? Do they want a PG-rated, site?
Finger family.
If that's
yeah.
what they're trying to go for, is they're saying like, oh, we're the new, YouTube for kids or whatever. If that's
Everybody
what
go
they're
to
going
Daily
for,
Motion.
well, what they're going for is that isn't new. They're trying to maintain that we've always been this family-friendly thing, and we just weren't as harsh with all these people who use these bad words before.
I honestly think that if that's what they're legitimately going for and not just a possible explanation, that's damn foolish. You are alienating, I would say, more than half it, like 60 to 80% of your potential viewers by saying we're for kids.
Don't know if that number is as extreme as you suggest.
I would say 18 to 35 is their biggest market.
To be sure. But now, Michael and I maintain that once YouTube finishes killing the gaming channels, once they throttle them dry to where it just is no longer worthwhile to focus efforts on YouTube, obviously upload there just
already
for,
just kind of going to Twitch.
A lot of it's going to Twitch right now, for sure.
No, because Twitch is doing it right.
Yeah, no, you get half of whatever you make from Twitch, and Twitch takes the other half.
Now, Michael and I are saying that this is going to severely affect YouTube and drop it as the premier video hosting site. You disagree here.
I don't think it'll drop it as the premier video hosting site because gaming is not
the premier.
There's more than gaming, though.
If you look strictly by the numbers, their limited number of Vivo channels alone dramatically outview. They could literally get rid of every single gaming channel, and music videos alone will still be more views.
Oh yeah,
stupid.
Music is still going to be huge. So that's been their biggest draw since forever.
I would say gaming is a significant portion. It may seem larger to us because that's the content we take in.
I recognize its actual substantial size. I'm not trying to bias. Oh, gaming is, fucking what makes YouTube. What I'm saying is, once they finish, throttling gaming and they have to move elsewhere, that's a lot of subs that they're losing.
That is a lot.
A huge party. I mean, PewDiePie alone has, 57 million? Maybe, 30 after he said the N-word?
No, he's probably still at 56.
He had 57 million. He said the N-word. He went up to 59 million.
Yeah, right.
And then he went up higher than that. You just can't keep the man down because, he'll say something else, get his videos demonetized, but that doesn't matter. You're buying all the PewDiePie merchandise.
Nobody cares is the thing.
Yeah.
Also, he's like YouTube's poster child despite everything.
Firewatch Dev cares.
Firewatch Dev super cares, and I hope he gets shut down. Not gonna lie, just because my understanding is that he's just a trash person. I don't really care. I've never seen his videos to more of an extent of just, what is this guy? Watch a video, and it's just like, okay, I get it. Between this and all the articles, I get what this is and who he is. Like, channel-wise, don't much care for it. And then hearing all these stories about, the just stupid crap he does, I'm like, you know what? He deserves to get knocked down.
But what I'm saying is, once all those gaming channels leave and move to, Vimeo or YouPorn or wherever the fuck they end up going,
it's going to be a new platform.
Ideally, yes.
There is no money on Vimeo.
There's no money on YouTube.
There is currently still money on YouTube.
You just have to work very, very hard.
I'm saying there is literally $0.00. Not that there is little. There is literally zero on Vimeo. Video Daily Motion. Pornhub, you're not going to make the kind of money you think you're making.
Well, no,
unless
you gotta be sucking mad dick to make that Pornhub money.
Unless you have actual porn, you're not making money there.
No. It's
there
not
is
even
no money.
You have to have good porn. If you just
I'm not arguing that.
Russian newscaster gets fucked by the government, nothing. No one's gonna. You're not gonna make mad money off of that. But if you have the words "teen" in the title, you're good.
The big thing is,
once those gaming channels leave, is what I'm saying.
It'll be a new platform for sure.
That's a huge viewer base. That's migrating away from YouTube.
I don't think they're gonna go away. I think they're just going to share their time elsewhere.
I think that's going to be a substantial amount of time elsewhere.
If it was 100%, I would agree, but I don't think it's going to be that. Again, music, they're partnering with television stations, so you can watch, just about every late night talk show is on YouTube now. John Oliver recaps and full episodes sometimes go up on there for a limited time. Trevor Noah, all these huge conglomerate-backed entertainment medias are on there, YouTube literally could get away they could stop supporting their non-businesses users, like the non-Disney, non-Comcast, non-Viacom, and the money is still there because that is the content.
I'm not saying the money isn't going to be there. I'm not saying the money is suddenly going to dry up because gaming left. I'm saying once gaming leaves and the audience leaves, a lot of other types of videos that marketed towards those people are also going to migrate away from YouTube to follow that viewer base.
I would be interested... So, the actual gaming, like, Let's Play type gaming channels going away, not, in my opinion, a huge deal. All of the supplementary stuff, if that goes, all of your, like, for example, Play Overwatch, your news channels, your StarCraft 2 weekly strategy, your what's going on this week in Dota type, like non-people playing games, but just straight up people talking about games, and these news channels that upload Play Overwatch does like a video a day, and each video is in the hundreds of thousands of views, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably mistaken, but those supplementary channels that are just about gaming rather than about playing the game, watching someone play the game,
or whether
those,
you're a dev
I think,
company
are going to
and
be
you're
big.
posting videos for your upcoming game.
And that's the other thing. That's what will kill them. If, like I said, conglomerates are the money for YouTube, Sony Music, money. Universal Media, like the music channels.
Fucking Square Enix is going nuts on advertising.
But if the corporate people with their trailers, with their game updates, with like if Blizzard's channel moves to
Blizzard.com,
to this news site, this gaming YouTube, we'll call it. If that happens, and if all of the companies start doing that, then you're gonna have a huge problem on your hands if you're YouTube. That's like those, again, a single Blizzard, Play Overwatch channel. That's it. I'm thinking Your Overwatch. That's the channel I was trying to think of earlier. The Play Overwatch Blizzard sponsored official channel. That kind of thing moving is infinitely more significant than 100 streamers moving. The numbers are just so much larger.
It depends on the size.
I'm not saying the top 100, but you could have a number of large streamers and a bunch of small streamers, and the numbers just... I mean, Dunkey, we talked about this, he gets millions, like 7, 8 to 15, 20 million views on his videos.
And that's in like the first day or two.
And then
he hits like between 2 and 5 the first day.
Yeah.
And he's getting, every couple weeks, every few weeks. Or 8. Every few weeks he's got his videos. You compare that to Blizzard puts up a dev update, and let's say in theory all 25 million Overwatch players watch it.
I haven't watched a single dev
that
update.
already blows it out of the water.
Never watched any update for Overwatch. I just read the patch notes.
Always read the patch notes, yeah. I don't want to see Jeff Kapkan's face.
I'm just afraid of my kneecaps. Every single time I see Jeff Kapkan on the screen, I just have to hold my knees to make sure my knees aren't going to get blown off.
They're going to go.
Jeff Kapkan makes me weak at the knees.
Junkertown map preview. Introducing Orisa. Sombra origin story.
Those are more animated shorts than anything.
But they're still on those channels.
No, yeah, they're there.
I'm just saying that's on their channel. Stuff like that is so much more traffic for them. If they lose, and I'm just keep repeatedly using Overwatch's channel, if they lose that, imagine if they lose that for every company. If they, the Hearthstone channel, the Heroes of the Storm channel, the Warcraft channel, the StarCraft channel, if all of Blizzard's things leave, that's gigantic. And that's just one of many companies that if they bail, that is a huge loss. So that's when the problem comes. If the streamers leave, that's one thing. If the supplementary channels leave, that's another thing. But if the actual company channels leave, that's the death pin. That is just it for a significant amount of their stuff.
For me, the only reason that I watch iMusic on YouTube is because I'm already there for other things. I don't go there out of my way to look for music when I know I have Spotify or Pandora or just other streaming services where I can find them,
Mm-hmm.
which are a lot more convenient for someone who has a smartphone than using YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube is actually one of the worst ways to watch music, surprisingly
Via
enough.
smartphone.
You don't watch it to listen to the music as much as you do to watch music videos and such. If I'm not mistaken, and I will double check this in a moment, the number one watched YouTube video of all time is Gangnam Style. And I think that says a lot about...
Gangnam capped at 2-something billion. Despacito hit 3.7.
Despacito might have topped it.
Because Despacito is the number one streamed song ever.
Yeah.
Of anything.
God, I don't
the
want to talk about that song.
Not the Bieber, the actual Daddy Yankee and Louise whatever one.
Yeah, I know. It's the one that we have on the fucking CD that has been in our players since August because the company has decided we don't need more new music. So once every half hour, I listen to Despacito.
Only 2 videos have ever reached over 1 billion views: Gangnam Style and Baby by Justin Bieber.
No, that's a hard, outdated
As
article.
of December...
by June 2015.
Fucking read your statistics,
Hold
Nick.
up. Going through this. As of 2017 September, 78 videos have. 16 of them have gone over 2 billion. 2 have gone over 3 billion, which are Despacito and See You Again from the Fast and Furious soundtrack.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. People watching that like, oh, man. Will
All
Paul
of
Walker die again?
The 5 fastest to reach 1 billion: Hello by Adele, Despacito, Shape of You, Ed Sheeran, Sorry, I think Justin Bieber, and some Colombian... Oh, a song by Colombian singer Shakira. Why would you not just start with song by Shakira?
It's about the...
Anyway, so a Shakira song. Music is the top videos.
Wasn't she in Zootopia?
Yeah, she
played
was Gazelle.
Gazelle, right?
Yeah, and she
the only
made the
Gazelle in Zootopia.
Yeah, so
There's only one.
No,
Last for kind.
There's only one.
Last for kind.
The top 10 so far are all songs except for this weird movie that apparently is an amazing short film.
What's it?
Masha and the Bear: Recipe for Disaster, uploaded
Misha?
by Jet Movies. Masha.
Oh.
Masha. Stop with your Russian bear stuff.
I fucking love Russian bear stuffs. When you see a fucking Russian bear riding in a sidecar on the street, that just makes me so happy.
That gets them real moist.
I'm at 30,
Oh, yeah.
there's only 2 non-songs.
Okay,
I'm at 40, there's only 2 non-songs.
Right.
Nick.
At 50, there's only 3 non-songs. That is their traffic.
So are you saying that YouTube is a music video delivery thing, the likes of which MTV could only aspire to be?
Yes. But that's just the nature of it being worldwide versus domestic.
And it's also the nature of you being able to pick which music videos you watch.
That's also pretty significant, yes.
It's...
I won't deny that. But no, so it's huge. It is massively
No, that's
insanely
fair. I
huge.
can't jack it to T Swift on Spotify.
You can't? I watched her new video.
You can't
it's
really jack it to her videos.
It's weird.
It's weird, yeah, but it,
It's a little meta. Little, like, not... It's
a little,
obviously meta.
like,
it's a
not,
little
not
bad,
clean.
bad meta.
Yeah, bad meta.
I don't know. That's its own thing, but...
Which
little,
is,
But I can jack to it.
No.
You can't do that on Spotify.
Did you see Katy Perry's new video?
What's the song?
Swish Swish,
No.
featuring Nicki Minaj. Bad meta. Real harsh, real bad meta. Got Terry Crews, though.
Woo!
There you
His
go.
head explodes.
Terry Crews is good meta.
His head or his hand?
His head.
Okay. Oh, it's just
one hand.
Just like starts punching stuff, and his hands like get like brushed down into meaty stumps.
Oh God.
I'd watch that.
But I honestly think that the push towards a new video platform is going to be like by streamers for gamers kind of thing.
If Twitch makes a hard
If Twitch doesn't go
YouTube
for it.
source.
If Twitch doesn't go for it, a new thing will pop up. Otherwise, Twitch is just like licking its lips, ready to
Hey
pull
guys,
the trigger on.
we're adding a new feature to Twitch, and it's going to involve all your archived videos. You can now upload edited versions of your archived videos.
It's all it takes.
Yeah.
Twitch
Twitch just says you can now upload videos. That's it.
So if Twitch is weighing on the trigger, what is it if not now? Are they going to wait for another?
Because that would be a whole bunch
dozen
more data they're
streamers
having
to get killed, or
There is
swatting.
one. I think the statistic is.
oh baby.
If I'm not, I'm going to keep saying this just as my disclaimer. I believe the statistic I heard a couple days ago is there is 100 hours of content uploaded to YouTube every minute. And I don't think Twitch is ready for, 1/100th of that. I don't know what their servers look like.
No,
Google is clearly better set than, who is it, Amazon who bought Twitch? Somebody bought Twitch.
They're just did they buy them or partner?
They're just partnered, I think. I think that's a big thing. I just don't think the infrastructure is there for them, and maybe that's why. But I wouldn't be surprised to hear that there are these like sneaky buying servers, buying expanded infrastructure going on, and that's just them preparing for the big leap. And like I said, it's gonna be a snowball. It'll be like all the streamers are gone, and YouTube's gonna have to make a decision, and if they don't, all the supplementary's gone. They're going to have to make a decision. If they don't, suddenly we have Twitch, the all-in-one gaming home entertainment site. And that's when I think all hell will break loose on that front.
Twitch, the all-in-one home entertainment gaming website.
Yes.
Where you can spend $5 to subscribe for an individual for a month and you don't get ads on their channel.
That's the other thing. People are very willing to spend money on Twitch. It's already better for streamers.
Yeah, no, it's a better
YouTube
thing
is.
because you can just set up.
It's like
rewards
built-in Patreon.
Yeah, no, it literally is linked to your PayPal. So they donate the money. It's in your PayPal, ready for you to spend on your loot boxes inside of Dota.
It's my money and I need it now, Twitch.
It's your money and I need it now.
Give me your money.
That's our campaign motto.
It's your money, but I need it now.
But yeah, no, I mean, Twitch they're just great. And maybe that's the other thing is they pay out pretty well. And
50%.
I think a big part of it is they don't have a whole lot to pay out to, because it's not until you hit like certain levels of partnership that it's really a big payout. Maybe they just don't have the sort of advertiser partnerships to support a 100-fold influx of content creators.
Right.
Like how Vine was. They paid too much and they just crumbled under their own
Well, Vine
decisions.
also, I didn't know how they ever make money in the first place.
Yeah, that too.
Like,
was Vine designed to make money? Where would they have made the money?
exactly.
I don't know, but they were paying the money.
So, like, that was my thought. But, like, you go to Twitch, and Twitch does advertisements. You can subscribe. You can buy supplementary items within Twitch, such as emoticons and other things. Those are also provided by channels for like certain subscription limits.
I think you can do you can subscribe,
and you get bonuses for subscribing to certain people.
I think you can also fan club. I think there's 2 levels of pay to unlock stuff, but I'm not 100%.
Yeah, but Twitch has integrated ways that you can keep giving people money, and even then, a lot of times they are running some kind of a stupid event on their thing, trying to force money out of people.
You know what I'm waiting for next?
What?
You guys remember, obviously, Twitch plays Pokemon?
Yeah.
Which, the first time it did, not the 80th time, was huge.
The one where they had the goldfish in the tank play Pokemon.
It was groundbreaking. And that was honestly what defined Twitch to me as its own thing was, oh shit, this is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
I've been waiting ever since then for the next big game bullshit to happen, and it still isn't here.
Well, what's the next big game thing?
What were you gonna say before Twitch plays Pokemon? Because it wasn't Twitch plays Pokemon.
Well, now
I don't know what the next big thing is.
I'm assuming is it just
it.
Twitch plays other things?
No,
because they've done
you have to
that.
go
Yeah,
above and beyond that now.
I think what Twitch already has going for it that YouTube never had and probably never will is it's a community. It's a live experience. It's a live experience. You get to interact with them, and that's pretty dope. Even if it was uploaded stuff, I still feel like it would be more genuine. But when you pay $5 to be a subscriber to somebody, you are actively involving yourself in their creation, in what's going on. You get the flares, you get the special emojis and stuff like that. That's a community thing, you know.
Mind if I
it's
talk
so
about
cool.
something that was recently done by
Yeah.
Kraken?
Go for it.
He had a stream up recently to test out a concept for a game that he's making, where during a stream you can donate money to force things to happen. So they were playing Left 4 Dead, and if, let's say, you donated $5, you could spawn a tank on the map while the people were playing. And there was a whole bunch of stuff that people were doing, and at first he tested it out with fake currency, which you earned by just watching his streams. He would just like give it out, and you could also gamble a fake currency on other things. But then eventually he just moved it on to, hey, just flat out pay money, fuck us up, we're ready. And now he has moved that on into, I have a game where you stream it and people will pay money and you get wild and random effects that start happening. People can vote on them for free. People can also put money in to force other things to happen as well.
It's literally the Chatterbait model on Twitch. That's brilliant. That is, I like to imagine he was actually on it, and that's when it hit him. Like, I can do this with gaming instead of my dick. He was, by the way, he was streaming. He was a cam guy, and then he was like, "Wait a second."
Have you not seen him? He has like a very passive face, so I feel like girls might like that.
They're like a stoic man just jerking it off, staring at a camera.
It's not a very stoic face. It's a passive face. There's a difference.
Then why haven't I found somebody?
You have a very stoic face.
Oh no!
You don't have enough going on.
I feel like you can't have a stoic face unless you have a really wide chin. Is that, or wide jaw? You have to have like a
someone
square.
says stoic, I think Indian war chief.
Oh, I think how like
Unexpressive?
Norwegian Viking-y thing.
Oh no, that's.
I think Vikings. And I think the reason for that is the chief in How to Train Your
okay,
Dragon. His
here.
name is Stoic.
Kraken has a very
It's gotta be
soft
Because
face.
they're not stoic, they're intense.
No, they're intense, but yeah, no, for some
Stoic
reason
can't be intense.
I'll rephrase it. He has a very soft face.
He does. He's a soft boy.
makes him sound pudgy.
It's a little pudge. I'm not gonna lie. There's a tiny bit of pudge on Kraken. It doesn't look bad though, Kraken.
No.
You're gonna listen to this one day.
MoistyBoiz, amateur anatomical sociologists.
Oh no,
I
mean,
always
Connor-
wanted to get into plastic surgery.
Connor's already got his chin thing, so we're halfway there.
Why do you?
We could just talk about
I
like.
got a lot more than a chin thing, man. I could, Professor Pig. I'm basically there.
God.
I just need a scalpel.
Oh god.
But yeah, no, I think Twitch is gonna be the thing. If not, because it's so hard to break into any sort of entertainment industry, not just the internet, but to get something to get off the ground.
No, you just
from
go work at
square one.
Starbucks in like Hollywood and you're good.
It's basically impossible to start up stuff these days because everything is owned by 6 companies.
That's what I was. If Amazon wasn't already partnered with Twitch, I would have put hard money in Amazon making the next streaming service.
Yeah.
Seeing the huge window Google's created with gaming right now,
Yeah.
I'm positive had it not been for the Twitch partnership, Amazon would have by now had some sort of service up.
But that's the thing.
That
is,
would be the new YouTube.
That's
in
Amazon making it. It's like artists were pissed that in this day and age you basically cannot make money as an artist just off of putting music out there and people giving you money for that music. That model doesn't exist anymore.
It does, not for the amount that Taylor Swift or Kanye West or...
unless you're Kanye West or Taylor Swift.
Kanye has money?
You do not
No,
make...
I think he's bankrupt again.
Yeah.
You do not make money off of it. And it started with, not LimeWire, the one before it.
Napster?
Napster, and that was like a huge thing. Napster actually killed the like CD/MP3 sales model. Pirating you just can't get past how much free there is of your music going around. So album sales are a thing, but unless you're Kanye or Taylor or insert massive global artist, you don't have a chance.
Well, here's the thing. Now, obviously, no one's as perfect as me, but when I go and I buy a CD from an artist because I love the music and it's like, well, I want to listen to this all the time, I know, obviously, that me buying the CD isn't going to be, oh my god, we made another sale, here's money.
Mm.
If I can manage it, if they have good merc, I then go buy merc alongside the CD.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
But the money is in touring. If you don't tour, you don't make money because that is just hard tickets revenue. Merch is this it's basically touring, or sponsorships. It's actually probably sponsorship, touring, merch, actual album / music sales. So they got pissed and they said, we're going to start our own thing.
That sounds accurate.
So many people have tried. I think Jay-Z had his own thing. I think maybe
Tidal's
Kanye.
still around. Kanye was with Jay-Z on it, I believe.
So many of them have we're going to make our own platform, and they're realizing it's basically impossible, even if you're as big as them. So imagine a bunch of just, fun houses and Krikens and Dunkies and such, people who, compared to these massive celebrities, are basically nobodies. The odds are just so against them. So it has to be a company like Twitch or Amazon who steps forward and, has the built-in multi-billion-dollar audiences.
I'd pay fealty to Amazon. I wouldn't feel bad about it.
I kind of would, because I worry about Amazon.
No, man.
Value Prime Citizen.
I need that drone blimp, motherfucker. I want that goddamn flying warehouse above Phoenix, and if it means I gotta pay whatever to be hosted on their video service, I'm there.
Amazon just doesn't really... they make money, but they also kind of don't.
No.
So
it's real weird.
Their model is break-even, and it's super strange.
No, here's the thing.
So that's what worries me about them. If they bought Twitch, I'd be like, oh no, Twitch. I wouldn't be happy. I'd be scared.
Here's the scary thing. They break even. How much are they spending on technology?
A lot of money.
Now,
this
is my I am so happy we moved to this topic. Because this is the same fucking thing that ASU does. Because if they are just barely breaking even, they can then say, hey, we need higher operational costs. So then they can push themselves even higher. Mm-hmm. And then when they just barely break even, they can just keep jacking it up. There is no limit. They have no bottom line of expectations for what they're supposed to meet because they are just breaking even.
Yeah.
This is the best situation you can ever have. If you're exceeding, people are going to invest in you. But then because people are investing in you, people are going to leave. Because, oh, hey, if I sell my shares now, I made money. But if you are breaking even and your stock stays, neutral, holy fucking shit, you're in the best position of your life. This is, where companies need to be. And Amazon has just finagled it.
Yeah. They have perfected that model.
Honestly,
I don't know how Jeff Bezos? Mr. Bezos.
Big Bezos.
Just did it. He just did it. He has achieved.
He's there. We don't quite know where there is,
or
nobody else does either, but he's there,
yeah.
And we're all trying to figure out where on the map there is.
Bezos and everyone's just trying to knows where there is.
Everyone's trying to emulate it. Yeah.
No,
everyone's just striving to achieve something. They don't know what it is.
Everybody's looking at it. We don't fully understand how this works, but we want to be it so bad.
Yeah.
We want to be there with you. How did you get there? I don't know.
I don't know where I am.
Yeah, basically, actually,
help me! Alexa, send help!
It calls himself. No!
Alexa, where am I? Jeff Bezos, you're the only one who knows where you are.
It's lonely at the top of the mountain. When you can't comprehend what the mountain actually is.
When do we get to the point where Jeff Bezos, you go to the Amazon headquarters, 500 feet underground, there's just giant conduits and just miles and miles of these big steel wires plugged into a chair, and sitting in the chair is Jeff Bezos with a bunch of wires into every part of his body and his skull, and he is Alexa. He has just merged minds with his creation.
That point doesn't come. He
Nick,
creates physical
I was
Alexa.
about to start talking about Zone of the Enders too, because this is a legitimate thing from Zone of the Enders.
No, it's
done a lot. Full Metal Alchemist, you've got Father just at the core of he is at some point going to mind meld with Amazon and become Achieve.
No, because what I wanted is just you go underneath Amazon, and it's like, so what did you do with all the money you made this quarter? Well, we had to spend it somehow. The only thing that I could think about doing was I built a doomsday device underneath the Amazon headquarters. If you were to go down in there and somehow activate it, the Earth would no longer exist.
Personally, I've been waiting for a Jabba the Hutt kind of situation. Where ideally they're on some sort of throne that maybe they're hooked into or whatever, but it's a mobile operations center that they go around and just be rich on.
Like the Pope?
Like the Pope Mobile. It's like the Pope Mobile of money.
Like if Jeff Bezos made the blimp,
and it became an
it would
independent
a
nation.
throne blimp thing
No,
that he
and
goes
his
around.
house was on top of it.
No, his house is the blimp.
No, there's the blimp, and then there's a
I don't like what you're suggesting.
like
I
a
veto that
mansion
idea.
on top of it.
It's a bad idea.
No, it's got to be
Nope,
opulent.
I don't like it. At best, I like at the center
I'm
of
just
the
saying
bridge.
you have a runway on top of the blimp
No.
at the end of the
No.
runway.
You don't know how blimps work, motherfucker.
No, physics aside, I just don't like the way it looks. No,
also looks
center of
bad.
the bridge, there's just a massive throne. And that's just where
I'm
he
gonna
sits.
go ahead. I'm gonna sketch this up, send it to Bezos. And
I've got some
everybody's
ideas.
gonna shit
Okay,
on.
so on the side of his throne, you draw a little stick figure, and it says me.
Beautifully ornate. I've got an idea for your dirigible. This huge thing, and then just me.
Me. Who's this?
I think he would
that's
respect
me.
that.
I would like to be on the side of your throne, whispering sweet nothings in your ear.
No, I want to be his corrupt advisor.
Dota 2, Dota 2.
I want to be the like evil vizier to Jeff Bezos.
No,
That's the
if it was-
job.
no, that's the job. Honestly, if it was Amazon or Yahoo or Google, just someone big. If I could in any way become the corrupt,
Like the
you know,
armchair
fucking
CEO.
worm tongue
Yeah.
to their what is it? Fucking Lord of the Rings, motherfuckers.
I don't know. That's the problem. Is I don't know.
I don't know.
How do you not know?
I get the vibe you're going for.
I
though.
can't remember who the guy's name is.
It's
Raoden?
no, the writers of Rohan. I fucking
There it
hate
is.
you guys.
I couldn't fucking remember
If I
it.
could be the worm tongue to his Rohan, I'd be there. Also, fuck you guys.
I'm sorry I can't remember a fucking movie I've only
Movie?
seen once.
Movie?
It's only existed in.
It's only
movie.
been like 6 movies. One of the biggest book series ever.
Okay, you know what?
Dude, okay.
I
the
have
book's
only seen 3 of those 6 movies.
The book's only 100 years old. Give him some credit, man. How could he have possibly read it by now?
I've got too many stuff from Brandon Sanderson that I'm reading that I can't really go back to read those. You can't keep up with Brandon Sanderson.
Fantasy
You can if you don't read all of his young adult shit.
Fantasy authors are
you.
a problem because the more they write, the more years it takes to read what they've written. And if you just don't keep
Well-
up with it, you're just boned.
Then you've got George R. R. Martin.
Yeah. Who
And
gives
it's
you
the
7
opposite.
years? He's like, hey guys, I'm going to write a 5th book, but I'm going to give you 18 years to catch up. Don't worry.
Alright, to all viewers right now, still in theaters, go see Logan Lucky.
Go see Logan Lucky.
Not
Oh
a shame
my
plug
God.
right here.
Ah.
Great movie for a lot of different reasons. It was actually just a spectacular
It's a
watch.
really good movie, yeah.
Probably gonna see
Real
it with
good
Samantha
theater
tomorrow.
movie.
So
Has the
funny.
best Game of Thrones joke I've ever heard.
And there are a lot of them.
There are a shit ton of good Game of Thrones jokes.
I've made a few.
There are a lot of good memes.
It's the
Oh,
best.
yeah.
Nothing stands up to this.
Yeah.
It's the pinnacle of Game of Thrones.
I was amazed.
I know.
Our cat
Right now we have a cat trying to actively bat a controller out of someone's hand.
Well,
Okay,
He's just
now
gonna-
well,
now he's
yeah,
just gonna
that's
go
a
drink
cat.
some bourbon.
I work.
and
You can't ride a bike and drink bourbon at the same time?
As it turns out, it's kind of difficult.
as long as you start drinking at the start of the bike ride, you won't be like disoriented until the end of the bike ride.
Yeah,
at which
it's
point
like,
you're
it's
just
an
drunk
inner
at
ear
work.
thing.
Then you're just drunk at work.
It's an inner ear thing. So long as the action that you're doing has the effect on the inner ear and it stays constant, then you won't really feel drunk until you stop. It's kind of like how you don't feel drunk until you stand up.
Yeah. Very
That's
much a
not
thing.
true at all. You guys are light. You gotta It's once you're dazed before you stand up that you're there.
Once you just glaze over entirely on the couch.
It's once you're falling without moving. That's where I want to be.
I don't know. We've done a whole bunch of, or not a whole. We've done our 2 vodcasts, and we got like pretty sideways at some points.
Oh.
But it wasn't until the end where we stood up and decided to go to Denny's where we were just completely fucked.
You were fucked up.
I was the most fucked.
Yeah.
The first one, I think.
The first one, the game of the Goaty contender games.
The Goaty one. And it was all afterwards. Like, during it, we were like, hey, we did pretty good. But then afterwards, we were just
I
a
swear,
bunch of...
we shut that off. I started to sober up pretty quick. And then, like...
I just went downhill.
Yeah, no, you went downhill.
It got worse before it got better.
So much worse.
I was in a weird state of sober.
Yeah, you're
crossing that street was weird.
That's not a good place to be when you're
it's also
somewhat
not sober,
but somewhat drunk is in the middle of a road.
Somewhat sober and somewhat drunk isn't really a state of being.
Yes, it is.
I think it
You
is.
saw it. I sober up real fucking fast.
He
Okay.
does. It's like he's just
What's this?
suddenly
Oh,
better.
fuck you.
No, I'm just saying you can't possibly be fucking sober and drunk at the same time.
It happened. You were there.
Those fucking contradict each other.
You
Well,
know,
actually, it
so does
contradicts each
being
other.
asleep and being awake, but that happens.
It happens all the time.
So boom.
Okay, are we talking mentally or physically?
Both.
Third eye shit. We're on the next level.
Oh no,
It's
we're
spiritual.
we can see the 4th dimension.
I still fuck my reality sometimes with my dreams.
See? It's a thing.
Because I either slip into it half awake, or I'm half awake while it happens. Whatever I'm daydreaming about is lucid enough that it embodies itself as a real memory within my mind, and it heavily affects some interactions I have later.
I just have short-term memory loss to some extent, and
Some
that's where
extent.
that's where that comes from. Is just not being able to remember, period. Let alone being able to remember what actually happened or not.
The thing that really gets me is when I'm like Samantha wakes me up in the morning and I'm still out, but because I want her to let me go to sleep, I'm still having like a full-blown conversation with her while I'm unconscious.
Oh no, yeah, my parents would have like full conversations with plans, and then afterwards they'd be like, "We said we were gonna do this thing," and I'd be like, "What?" Like, yeah, you went into the living room or to the kitchen. You got a glass of water. No. We were talking, and we said we were going to do this thing. And I was like, no, that never happened.
That never happened. For me, it's always, I'm still in bed. The moment I'm out of bed, I'm awake.
Oh, no, I like sleepwalk and talk and never actually wake up.
I don't know when the next
been a
opportunity we're going to have for a vodcast is, except like maybe a holiday special.
New Year's at the latest.
Right. I'm thinking we should just do a commentary track.
Of a trip to...
maybe like Spirits Within.
Oh, man.
And...
we can't watch that sober. That's going to be fun. We've watched it 6 times, and I still don't know the plot.
Wait! Have you guys tried this? And it just keeps happening?
Every time we watch that movie, we learn a little bit less about that movie. But we learn about things around it, like the studio and, Square's weird decisions on how to spend money. But we don't learn about what actually happens in the movie.
It took me until the second or third watch to realize it was Steve Buscemi.
Oh yeah, there was some weird voice acting in there.
My God!
And there's that guy from 30 Rock. That's what I'm going to...
Alec Baldwin is the guy
that's
from
him.
30. Okay.
That's what I will give him. He did Boss Baby, so that's what he gets.
The guy from 30 Rock.
There's a full documentary about him trying to... Like, they're just making a point about how hard it is to get a movie bought with, like, certain things. And it's just, like, a sort of weird documentary about producing. But one of the biggest hurdles he has is he's like, I'm the attachment. I'm going to be starring it. And everybody's like, Alec Baldwin's a TV guy. He's the 30 Rock guy. I'm not about to give you $15 million for the 30 Rock guy. So that is a valid, actual in-industry thing. So
good.
You get that. And that was pre-Boss Baby. That was him at the top of his career.
Fuck you, Baldwin. I've got nothing against you personally.
Well, the cat officially took my hands, so
yeah.
playing this game got real difficult.
That cat's taken your hands. That cat has taken your dick. Now I just gotta start talking louder because you are a clacky motherfucker when you're on the controls.
Yeah, I should have given it to him if Simon was coming back.
We'll just move the cat. There we go.
There we go. Cat solved. Hey, kitty.
I hope that cat enjoys your bony thighs.
And my thighs aren't bony, bitch. It's everything else.
It's his butt. No, that's the problem. Is his butt. When he sits on you is when you feel it, and he sits on you a lot, as it would turn out.
No DC news this week.
No, it was amazing.
Amazing.
I was surprised.
There was actually none.
I was waiting for it.
I
all day.
scrolled all the way back up to last week's stuff because I thought there was some DC news for this week. Turns out, no, there's not.
All day today, I was worried something was going to come up.
We're finally a standalone podcast.
We're free.
That isn't just cycling DC shit.
Yeah, we can talk about some
that
of the...
said...
I was going to talk about some of the new shit, like Jaden Smith's fucking anime of just...
That's it. That's basically it.
I don't care.
Jaden Smith... I don't know how to word it. Like, felt compelled to? Of course he did. He just functions on pure impulse. He's like this, like... super being of just willpower. He's like Shia LaBeouf in that sense. But he
spending his dad's money.
He willed an anime into existence.
Starring him. And everyone's got pink hair. All the main characters have pink hair.
It's sort of like a DeviantArt post went way too far. I think that's the best way to describe it.
I feel like it was from the Sonic universe. And then they said, well, you can't have Sonic in there. He's like, well, fuck me then. My Sonic OCs need to have a way to express themselves.
I'm supporting it because it's got the lead singer of Vampire Weekend.
Which is so weird.
It's weird, but
I don't
boy,
think
do I love Vampire Weekend.
He's writing it, right?
Ezra Koenig
is writing it, I thought.
Yeah, it's written by him and the guy from Metalocalypse. Yeah, Metalocalypse. Nick Weidenfeld.
Oh, okay, it's the other guy. Schnepp. John Schnepp is like another Adult Swim dude who did... I think he's the artist for Metalocalypse or something. He's a cool dude.
No, Ezra Koenig actually, or Koenig maybe. I love him. He's had like one of the best Twitters. Mm-hmm. He's just been a really cool guy outside of his work, but his work is also awesome. I mean, the Jake Gyllenhaal tennis video. Come on.
I've never seen that.
You're gonna see Giving Up the Gun. This is why YouTube is a thing.
Okay.
Is that video.
Telling you music videos.
But, yeah, so it's written by him, and the Metalocalypse guy stars Jaden Smith as some sort of it's called Neo Yokio.
It's a demon hunter show about people who are demon hunters with pink hair in the town of Neo Yokio.
Which is the greatest town on Earth, as defined by the narrator, Jude Law.
Forgot about Jude Law!
There's just people that would in no way ever connect with one another or somehow in this project together.
Jaden Smith, you're gonna be partnered up with Jude Law for the next one.
It's so weird.
This is like...
Susan Sarandon's in it.
You remember... I don't know if I talked to you guys about this. When Netflix first started making anime, I was like,
you and I talked about this.
We're gonna get real trash, just dumbass American... doesn't understand what it's about, but knows that there's money to be made.
I don't think this is that.
I think this is exactly...
I don't think this is
just, let's put in a bunch of celebrities. What's going on? I don't know. What's this and that? Nope. Let's just hammer a bunch of American celebrities into a show, happen to animate it in this style.
American.
And then... and then...
Okay, American-made celebrities.
I don't know if he's American-made either. He's done a lot of stuff over in the UK.
Okay.
But I don't know.
I got you, Jude Law.
This is exactly where I thought this was going to go. And so I just wish it was less...
Drops on September 22nd.
Not looking for it. I'm going to watch at least episode 1.
I'm probably going to watch it.
I'm so watching it.
Nick, have you heard about the 3-episode test?
No.
So, standard anime... You get, like, 3 episodes before the show can really get started.
But you
That's-
have to watch
Is Gotham standard anime?
You have to watch episode 4 because episode 4 is historically when the quality of everything goes to crap.
Yeah.
Because they need the first 3
3
episodes
episodes
to hook you.
To hook you.
And then they drop the animation and writing quality usually goes down on episode 4 because they're like, okay, if
That's
they're
exactly
in it, they're in
it.
it. If they're not, they're not.
That's
so
exactly
fuck it. Let's
it. That's
save some money.
exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, episode 4 of this anime is either going to be great or trash.
Yeah.
And this has
This
stood
anime is a 6-episode drop.
episode
it
2 the second
Do
half.
you mean episode 7?
God, I don't know.
Speaking of,
Yeah, episode
J.J.
7.
Abrams is now writing and directing episode 9 of Star Wars.
I think Connor actually died a little when
I did.
he read that.
No, I did. I was furious.
I think, like, of all the people, like, individuals I know on, like, not, celebrities and articlists and reviewers and stuff, you hate episode 7 more than anyone else.
That's probably fair.
I don't think I've heard anyone be so harshly against it as you. And you're not even that bad, but like you just are so against it.
My concerns about it are valid. I may hate it more than everyone else, but it's not for bad reasons.
No, I don't think so.
Could you give us an example of some of those reasons?
It's episode 4. That's reasons 1 through like 18.
So you're just saying that they took the movie and they just remade a Star Wars movie and then asked you, hey, do you remember Star Wars?
Yes.
Oh man. Boy, oh man, I never would have guessed that. Never would have guessed that you... Hey, Connor, how many times have you seen Star Wars?
A significant number of times.
Do you remember Star Wars? You're
As a
about to
matter of-
remember Star Wars. You may not have even seen Star Wars, but you know what? You're going to watch that movie, and you're going to be saying, even though you've never seen any Star Wars movie, I remember that from Star Wars.
The only reason
Nostalgia money.
that I can give episode 7 for not being a complete waste of time is because of a quote from Abrams way back when, a little bit before it released, is that the new trilogy is Star Wars for a new generation.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could support on is, oh, okay, this trash is for all the new kids.
They want to have all the toys, so you need to go buy those toys.
Up until Ryan Johnson was writing, directing episode 8, and I said, fuck the kids, I'm back on board. This is my shit now, and I like shove the 7-year-old out of his seat in the theater or whatever.
We will see when 8 comes out which direction it's really going in. But
I don't know. I don't think any direction 8 takes will be a reliable direction for the episode 9. I think Abrams just gets shit over anything Johnson does if Abrams wants to.
The only thing that could save him is
George Lucas retconning episode.
no, absolutely
Shut
not.
up.
No,
the fuck up.
No, the head of
Kathleen Kennedy?
Yes, she has immense power.
She is the end-all be-all. Nothing
So-
happens without her say-so.
She is what if she says do what Johnson did or else I will pull the plug on this movie and remake it. So help me God.
That's what happened
what'll
to
happen.
Trevorrow.
Yeah.
Trevorrow got removed because he was not wanting to do what Kathleen was saying because he was too big an ego for being the safety not guaranteed guy.
Yeah.
And just managed to see that the script for Jurassic World was mangled and then filmed properly.
Yeah, no, it's the Josh Trank. There's a handful of other people. They're just, oh, I'm so great. I'm the director. I'm an auteur. I'm amazing. I get to be a massive asshole.
I'm
And
avant-garde.
She just kicked him in the dick and said, absolutely not. Get out of here.
That was probably the highest note of... Because the lowest note for me of the new Star Wars thing was, and Trevorrow is going to direct episode 9.
Mm-hmm.
To which I just kind of shot myself internally. Hate that piece of shit. And then all of a sudden, Trevorrow was booted off episode 9. I actually, I was fucking celebrating in my room alone. Just like, holy shit! I sent it to like 3 of my friends who also hate Trevorrow, and they were all, holy shit! And we were so happy together. And in my deepest, darkest hopes, I was thinking, Ryan Johnson, episode 9. And then Kennedy came back with the, you know how I just gave you, I removed Trevorrow? I'm like, yeah, thank you so much. Well, punch you in the dick, Abrams is back.
Yeah, no, I think that was a weird... I don't even think it was like a it was a safe decision.
It is safe.
It's kind of weird because she's been making some pretty bold, moves on some stuff, and I thought that maybe they would kind of stick towards that. Rogue One had a lot of, pretty big leaps for not just Star Wars, but for like kind of filmmaking things you do and don't do for guaranteed money.
Yeah.
And they paid off, and I was like, that's awesome. So to go back to Abrams kind of seems like a step backwards. But no, I mean, that's where the confidence I have comes from, is that if Johnson just supersedes all expectations, everybody is amazed, and that's what people want, and just left and right, critics and fans alike, we need this. And, it's a lot of, especially if they compare it a ton to 7, and are like, this is better, I feel like she'll step in, and she'll be like, do that.
I think she will, yeah. She can definitely... Obviously, there's no situation where Abrams gets to do what he wants without her saying okay.
Mm-hmm.
Despite any of that, if she just tells him, hey, do this, even if he does that, Abrams is not a writer, in my opinion. He has very, very poor writing skills. He's not talented in that area. That's why 7 was so bad. It's why the Star Trek movies aren't that good.
Mm-hmm.
Even if she steps in and says, hey, you see what everything Johnson did, do that again, but obviously with whatever you're doing, it's still not going to be as good as anyone wants it to be, simply because Abrams is writing and not solely directing.
Well, they could... That's the thing, though, is... And obviously we don't know the contracts, but it's perfectly possible that she has the power to say, write it. He writes it. She says, no, do it again. He rewrites it, and then she says, no, Johnson, fix it. Or no, so-and-so, fix it.
Get someone else to write it.
Have someone else write it and say, you can still be director. And then, because she's shown that she's willing to give people a chance, give them a second chance, and then bring someone else in. So the fact that they're able to be like, here, I think that's going to be the progression, is if the first script is bad, maybe even if just the first script is bad, they'll just hard have someone else do it. And then if he's directing it wrong, she'll just swap him out mid-movie. Mm-hmm. She's not afraid to do that, I don't think.
No, I don't believe she is. With all the shit that happened on Rogue One, that still ended out fantastic.
And the way Han Solo's going, the fact that they're just like, fuck it, get out.
Yeah.
Like, so they've proven that she is cutthroat and will do what she feels necessary to make the best possible movie. And so I think they're in that, there's a little security to me.
No, she is a fantastic person. She's the only reason there are any Star Wars games going on right now outside of Battlefront.
Yeah. No, she has the end-all, be-all of literally everything Star Wars. She has a terrifying... I would say she is the most powerful person of power and influence in entertainment. The most singular, powerful person.
That you can put a face on, yes.
The reach that she has... of she can affect global decisions of one of the largest franchises in media history.
Yeah.
Just on a whim.
Can you name a larger franchise than Star Wars?
I don't think I can. I don't have the global citizenship to make that claim.
Yeah, no, because I don't personally know the Chinese market as well as I do the American one. And Europe, I guess, is a market. I can't say I know something bigger than Star Wars globally.
That's
But I would say that she probably is and I'm glad that it's her. Because she is so great at doing it. Just
Love
a
you,
real
Kathleen.
Real home run there.
Real home run. Who the fuck says that?
I don't know. Babe Ruth probably said it once.
I don't think Babe Ruth ever said that.
You don't think he hit a home run and said, that's a real home run there?
No, I'm pretty sure
he hit a home run.
Did some more steroids.
Went back to the
Go
dugout.
fuck some women.
I was about to say, went back to the dugout and fucked some women. God.
He didn't even run the home run. He just
they're like, babe, it doesn't
the ball
count.
went out of the field. He just went back to the dugout and started plowing. They're like, well, we can't
you still have to. We don't get the point. He's like, I'm not in this for the points.
No, like, he nailed it right out of the park, and then just everybody's looking at him, expecting him to run the bases. He says, Coach, can I just not?
If the ball's out of the park and he doesn't run the bases, does a time limit come into effect?
I don't know what the rule is.
Because they've always run the bases, right?
You can
what
slow
happens
walk
if they
it.
just don't?
I don't know.
What happens if you just leave the field?
So
go have
like
sex?
one of the enemies, so like one of the opposing players runs out of the stadium, gets the ball, runs back in.
I don't know if the
he's
ball's
still on
still
the
legal.
mound, just fucking
No,
a
it's
chick
like-
on
it's
the
like a-
mound.
it's like
and
a
the guy
foul.
runs in and gets the ball on him.
No, it's a foul. Once it leaves the playing field, it's like null. But we're gonna look up these rules later and come back to it next week.
How much do we have to pay? How
A
many
player to do
millions
it?
of dollars do we have to play a Major League Baseball guy
To just
to hit a home run and just go fuck in the dugout?
No, just walk back to the dugout. Doesn't matter what he does, but just doesn't run the bases. Walk. I want to know what will happen. It's probably in the rules, but this is something we'll hit on next week. We have hit time for the
Pitcher
week.
throws the ball. The batter catches the ball. She yells, "I'm out," and then walks to the dugout. And that's it.
How to strike in baseball. Don't
guy-
catch that ball as the batter. Actually, no. You're
You
losing a
catch
hand.
them. No. I've seen.
I also need to know the
baseball
ruling.
players catch them.
I need to know the ruling on if you hit the ball, it's not a foul, it's in the legal playing field, but instead of running the bases, you book it center field and catch your own hit. Two things we need to find
Outrun
out.
the ball.
What happens when you catch your own ball, and what happens if you don't run the home
Goku.
run? We need to find out. Anyway, that's all the time we've got this week. Join us next week when we find out how to break baseball.
Be sure to go listen to us on Google Play,
Yep.
iTunes,
Subscribe on Google
TuneIn,
Play
and Stitcher.
Stitcher. We don't
We're
know
live.
about those, but
We're gonna be
iTunes-
up on all of them before next time. If you
Hopefully.
don't like coming to YouTube because it's really backwards and we apologize for that, catch us there.
Yep.